Hello, guys, and welcome to the first episode of the Ultimate Consumer Podcast. And today we're going to be discussing what art, culture, and gaming affect social life and how we've been experiencing and be cultivating the way we live through art, culture, and gaming. So, I would like to first of all say thank you for taking out time to listen to my podcast. I hope you gain something from this. I actually understand the point I'm trying to drive at. And so, without further ado, I'm gonna just go in and say art is a culture, a way of life. We've been experiencing it right from the very beginning. We need art to understand what life is. We need art to understand what has happened before now. So art is something that has been a part of our life. That has been a consistent part of our life from the very beginning. And I also say that art is necessary because in times of old, there were drawings, inscriptions on the walls that made things happen, that actually pointed to the right direction, to the source of what you were looking for. And if there were nothing like that in those times, would have been lost. There were things that were found just by reading the inscriptions on the ground, and those inscriptions were something that was necessary for the cultivation of human life. And if you look back to the ancient times, for like the pharaohs and all their drawings and writings on the wall that made it possible for us to understand that there were Egyptians, there were embalments and all that stuff. Those were the things that actually kept civilization where it is now. They are the book and inscriptions that were made possible through the creation of art. So art is something that has been a intelligent part of our life from the very beginning. So it's a paramount discourse in the modern day society. Now, if you fast forward time, now we've gone centuries, we've gone millennia, we've done. Now we're in 21st century, and now there are so many other things that art can portray. But without looking back and without taking into discourse what has happened before now, we now like have like an opportunity to actually understand and embrace what art is, because I'd say the first people were the ones that actually portrayed us and showed us what we're actually going to become, because they were showing us how to hunt. They taught you so many things just by inscriptions on the walls. If the civilization did not take our time to actually make those inscriptions on the wall, like draw some things and keep that moment in time for us to actually understand and see that this is what it is, then there would have been a problem now, because so many histories would have been lost, so many things would have been forgotten. And we are humans. There's something about us that drive us to go and search for the hidden, and this is our nature from way back. There are people that actually go on expeditions. Why? Because they want to, not because you are going to show them something that they've not seen before, but because they want to, and because they actually understand that, oh yes, there's something hidden that we need to find. There's something that we've not seen before that we need to experience. And all those things is the culture that we are creating. It's how we breed ourselves. It's how we learn to grow. It's how we learn to nurture our people. It's how we come together as a civilization and foster growth. And all this is the coming together of humans and trying to grow civilization and bring about communication in our society as a whole currently. Um, this is art. Life is art, because when you look at it, there's no two ways about it. From the ideas you bring, the ideas in your mind, you have to like picture them, draw them out. Then you actually start creating that one thing that you're creating. But if there's nothing to drive home to drive that colorful inscription in your mind, there'll be a problem. Because when you look around you, when you try to understand what's happening around you as a person, when you try to see, you see the culture, you see the beauty of life, you see the You see the events that go on in the day to day modern society, and all those things are what compiles and and congest to come in your like to give you the ability to like create or imagine to say to imagine something that you want to bring about in life. So this is something that we should understand, that yes, life is an integer part, art is an integer part of life, and that's to say the least. Because if you keep forging ahead, nobody can see the future. You can only predict, and if you predict and you predict well, then definitely you're gonna get ahead. But then if you don't leave memories of the past, then how would people in the future know that okay, this has happened before? That's why you take pictures, that's why you make a video, and all this is art. All this is part of life. You don't see it in the day to day. You just wake up and you're doing stuff, you're getting ready, and it doesn't come to your mind that oh yeah, you're actually creating art, because your work is art. Depends. Doing what you do, doing what you love is art. There are things that there are so many things that people do, and you're just like how did they create this? How do you come to life? Even the mechanic, think about it. Even a mechanic's work is art, because not everybody can be mechanics. I'm sorry, you cannot fix a car as good as somebody else can. There are people that has actually taken out time to like, oh, this is my craft, I want to master it, and now they are the best at what they do, and you're just like sitting and in awe, and you're like, oh, that is art to him. There's no one two way to define it for that person, because the person understands that oh yeah, I don't need to I don't need to look too hard. I already know what the fault is. This is where I base. This is what I'm about. Yeah, so the person is gonna get better with time, and then with time he's going to leave a legacy that even you can't fathom, and you'll be like, oh, he's just a mechanic, but nah, he has taken that art to heart, and he has done it with everything he has in him. So that's the difference between you and that person. And I'm just trying to speak on what art is. Art is it's in the mundane, it's in the regular stuff you do, and we are like just bland to it, and we don't see it. But this is what it is. The everyday, the living, the breathing is art. You don't know, you just put it out there, but it's art. You just put it out there. We show love with the way we behave, just the charisma, the way you carry yourself, the perfume you spray. That stuff is art. Somebody has taken out time to actually fathom that oh, you need to smell good. There's not one two ways about you need to smell good, and that's the person's craft. That's the person's craft. The person has taken it um, into um, into design, I would say, like to bring out that product and give you something that you oh wow, this is beautiful. That's art. So whenever you look around, I want you to like appreciate the beauty of everything, the beauty of the little things, the little things around you, the beauty of just your environment, just the marble floors, the wet leaves, the plants, and all those things. You look at it like, oh, this is nothing. This is not what it is. It's just boring. It's not interesting. Nah. But it is. You're just not seeing what it's all about. And there are people that take it into consideration when living their life. Like I'd say for myself, where I was living back then, I had two I had two friends. They are, I would say, in their 70s and 80s, and those people, they are very old, but every day they set out time to take walks. And I'm not saying that oh, because they're old, and nah. I'm just saying this because they actually set out their time to take walks, because they know that oh yes, I want to just enjoy the beauty of doing this. And you might say, oh, they need to take walks because they are old. Nah, some old people don't do other. But these people, they actually take out their time and do this, and like, oh, I enjoy this. And sometimes they see me and they wave to me, and I'm just on my own. I'm on my way. It's not my business, but then I try to like understand where they are coming from and what has happened in their life, but I feel that they've actually like they've sat down and see that, oh yeah, we need to enjoy what it is to live, and this is what they do. So they take out their time and they walk, and I'm like, wow, this is something. It's not too much, but it's something to them, and they do it with love, and that's just how life is, and that's art. And you might not see it, but you are not just looking hard enough. And I'm sorry to say, but sometimes we don't look hard enough. We just look at the now and what is happening in front of us, and we don't like we don't like try to give foresight. I'd say I'm not saying I'm the best at this, but I think there's something to it. That there's something more to it, and I think we should just like try and okay, yeah. So that's it. Art is something that we should love. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that because I know that I've sat down, and I've looked. Okay, I'm not okay. I'm gonna scratch that. I'd say um, um, we like movies. Yeah, when a script writer sits down and try to like craft the perfect movie for you to watch and enjoy, you'll be like, oh wow, so spectacular. I'll pay a certain amount to go watch this. I would like to watch this when it comes out, and all that is that person that sat down to create that motion picture for you to enjoy. It was that person has created art. That person sat down and absorbed everything that it's in the world in general, and actually put it down and give you in the sense of art. So I'm just trying to show you. I'm just trying to explain what I feel art is and how art has impacted our society. So moving on, I'm still gonna blend in more on art because art has changed over time. There've been so many things that have gone on. So many histories has been rewritten. So many histories has been written. Um, so many things has happened in the centuries and the centuries that from up from then till now, and we've actually painted a picture of what it is, and we've showed the world what we understand that has happened in our entire existence, and we're still living. But art has changed over time in the sense that we're no longer drawing on. We're no longer in the time of Picasso. We're no longer in the time of what's his name? Oh, but we're no longer in those times, and now we're in the digital age, and we're doing crazy things with AI and the rest of it. And I'm just moving into AI because I feel no offense to the artist, but I feel sometimes the AI is taking away some of the aspects of our drawing. But I still see the way people use it, and I still see the way people use it and how they've concise it and make it theirs, and how they've utilized the that which is the AI, and how they've made it theirs. And I understand that artists, this makes the job easier. It makes you like it makes you put your thoughts easily in paper or in your artwork. So this is something that has changed over time. Now I'm just saying this, that okay, yeah, now we have AI. What I'm trying to drive out is I don't want okay, I'm not going to say I don't want, but I won't want a situation whereby our art does not have any soul, don't have souls in them anymore, because what makes a great artist is some of what they portray have souls in them. Like you feel what the artist is actually trying to tell you. You grasp it once it's been said, and you're like, wow, this is beautiful. So I'm just saying in the light of using AI to create art, that we shouldn't lose our souls in it. We should not lose our souls in creating our art. There should be, it should be soulful. It should be filled with what it is that we want to portray, or what we are trying to say art is, or what we are trying to portray in the drawings, in the design that we're creating. So this is something that I think utilizing AI actually helps, but not to the point that we lose sight of what we're trying to create. In terms of NFT and creation of art and NFTs, I'm happy in the sense that we've created a way to actually store our art on the blockchain, and this is necessary because when time comes and we need to look back on what we have, on what we've done as a civilization, what we've created, how we've come a long way, there will be a record of it. And this is necessary because yes, we still look at the Egyptians pyramid. There are so many inscriptions on the body of the pyramid. There's so many inscriptions on what on inside, the way the pharaoh was and all that. If you look at that's knowledge, and that's knowledge. The pyramids are composed of knowledge, and it's still knowledge to this day, and people still we haven't dissected everything that it is. If we've scratched the surface, if we know we've not known enough, there's still more to learn. So I'm speaking in terms of when we get to the future, when we get better at what we're doing, there will still be talks of yes, okay, yeah, there was a time when we drew with AI. As it got in better, as it got in worse, is AI doing more of the drawing, or are we humans still the ones doing more of the drawing? So this is some of the concepts that need to be discussed, and it's something that has actually been in my mind for a couple of days. So yeah, I feel as much as we're learning, as much as we're using this as much as we are using this software, as much as we are learning and using this software, these are the things that need to be discussed. Artists understand that when creating, there are things that they take into consideration. Some of them say, I leave a piece of my work on this. I leave a piece of my heart on this. Like they leave a piece of themselves on their work. And when you look at the work, you tend to understand that, okay, this guy actually take time or put in like not just man hours, but heart into what he is actually doing. When you put your heart into what you're doing, like you don't just draw, you don't just like inscribe on the wall. There's a difference. You see, when somebody makes what's called a graffiti, maybe I'm not pronouncing it right, but yeah, and then you see when an artist makes a graffiti, there's a difference because that's an artist. That's how he actually expressed himself. And then you see it and you're like, wow, this is something I should look at. This is something I want to I want to put in my house. I want to put it somewhere. I just want to collect this. And for creators that actually been in the space and understand, oh yeah, I like this, I like that. Oh, this guy is good. Oh yeah. When they see something that they know that, oh, people will actually love this, it doesn't come to mind of, oh yeah, how much is this gonna cost me? What comes to their mind is, oh yeah, I want this, and that's the end of the story. I'm sorry to say, but I understand. I've seen pieces like that I look at it and I'm like, wow, this is something to look at. But there's the concept of, yeah, okay, what are you trying to portray? What do you want the person that's looking at this painting to know? What do you want the person to understand that you're trying to show? So these are some of the things that when designing, I think artists take into consideration what they understand, what they try to portray when they're designing. And this is something that is beautiful. But what I'm trying to drive at now is when you're using AI, how then do you like comprehend that yes, okay, um, this is what I want to give my audience. When do you get satisfied that yes, this is what you want to put out? Because I understand that coming from the from an artist perspective, they actually every work they put out there, their hearts in it, So every work they put out there, their hearts in it, and that's how they put out their work here. So coming from their perspective, that's what I'm saying. That's how they put out their work. So when did they tell themselves that oh yeah, this is okay now, I want to leave this in, I'm done. I'm not inscribing nothing anymore on this. I like it the way it is. Because I understand that I feel when I'm trying to do my own work, for me, I would say, I feel sometimes your head is telling you, no, there's still more to do. There's still some things you've not touched. There's some things you've not done, and those are some of the nitty gritties of when you're creating your work, and how much of a resilience do you get when you tell yourself, oh yeah, I'm done. I don't care what anybody says. This is what I want to put out. These some of the things I feel they ask themselves. Now using AI to portray that same message, do you just leave it at where the AI says, okay, yeah, this is the work that I want to give you, or do you like put some touches in yourself, make it yours and make it beautiful? I would say some artists do, but yeah, I'm just asking, speculating. Yeah, so that's the word. So moving on, I'm gonna say like in this society we are in now, we've been doing an awesome job. I must say, I commend the artists. They are putting out content that is portraying daily life or showing us what it is that society is about now. And yes, we don't know where the world is going. We are doing our best to like predict, navigate, and be in front of every little thing that is coming, that is coming to fruition. But then again, there is the necessity to put out descriptions of what the world is now. Like Beepley, is it Beepley? I think it's Beepley. He protrudes out of what's going on in the crypto space, the Sam Bankman-Fried, and all of the little issues that has been going on, the Bitcoin ETF and all that stuff. So yeah, these are some of the protruding societal issues that people like artists create works on, and there are some artists that are just far above level, that they don't need society to contribute their own designs. They feed society what art is through their own perspective, and this is also necessary because it gives us maybe a futuristic look on what we are going to see. It gives us maybe a past look on what art was. So this is the cultivation of society. This is how we grow. This is what we've understood in the decades of our existence. So and this is what art is. We as a civilization, I don't think there's anything stopping us. So the process of creation, the process of wanting to create art is never gonna stop. There are gonna be artists that are gonna be coming up 2024, 2025, and so on and so forth. Yeah. So this space, this artistic space, this journey, I don't think there's anything stopping it because it's a necessity in the human evolution. Because as it is now, these 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 are the sands of time that we're leaving behind. When we go past now, they're gonna say, "Oh, what has happened before? Oh, we want to see, we want to know what's happened." Then they go back and there are some stories that they can't tell if they don't have art to describe. The Van Gogh, if you did not have art to describe the Van Gogh, there will be no Van Gogh. Come on, and now they are, and all that. Okay, I would say they were protesting the Just Stop Oil, and they were throwing stuff on the that's by the way though. But this is something that has transcribed that's happened over time, and this is something that is it's a massive thing. So I'm gonna say, okay, coming to moving on, coming to valuation of art and how much it's gonna worth, how much it is, NFTs, pump and dump, others nitty gritties of the financial sector, of how commodity evaluation and what it means to art. So I'd say, okay, when an art is created, now the artist is the person that, oh yeah, this is what I want to put out now. This is how much it's gonna cost. This is what it cost me to put out. This is the amount I'm gonna put out. This is what it's gonna cost. Maybe say 10 grand, and the guy is like, oh yeah, this I'm putting 10 grand. That's what it's worth to me. Now, what would you say? Okay, this is the reason why this is the reason why it's 10 grand. When you as a creator now, you see this and it's like, oh, it's 10 grand, yeah, oh nice. Then you take into consideration what the person has done. You take into consideration. I don't want to know who you are. Like if you see it and you see, oh, this is how much it's worth. You look at it like, oh, okay. And now I'll try to evaluate it myself and see, oh yeah, is this actually worth it? You evaluate it yourself, you be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. Okay. Then you take a closer look. You look a second, a third time. Does it speak to you? So these are some of the things, like there are artists that once you look at them and you're like, oh yeah, I want this hanging in my wall. And even if it's not hanging in your wall, there's some they use that be like, oh yeah, this should be something I own, because now when there's a stated value on it, and you use it to hold value, you use it to hold your cash in an artistic expression. You use your cash to hold it in an artistic expression, and you keep it. What's to say that, oh yeah, it's not gonna drop in the next 2 months? What's giving you that confidence that, yeah, this is not gonna drop in the next 2 months? Because I see a lot of, I want it to be so prestigious that nobody knows that I put out this art. Nobody knows that this is existing. Nobody knows that. Bro, if nobody knows that it's existing, nobody sees your art, then nobody is gonna want to pay the price that you're asking. And nobody will put down that, because they don't see it. But if it's something that, okay, people can resonate with, people can see, oh yeah, I like this. 4 or 5 people, 1,000 people say, oh, I like this, bro. If it's 10 grand, out of 1,000, somebody will pay you 10 grand, brother. Fact. Because they actually like what you're putting out. They like what I want it to be. You want it to be so enclosed that nobody sees this, nobody knows what it is. Yeah, it's only for a selected few, and yes, a selected few should have it. But even the Monet, if the Monet is not out and about and people are seeing it, and people want to make fake copies of it, the Monet will not be worth what it is, because people want to make fake copies of it. Why do you want to make a fake copy of a Monet? Why? There's no reason, but you want to make a fake copy of a Monet because you want to So if people don't see your work and they can't um, like I'm not saying people should go make fake copies of of real works now, but yeah, if they can't, if they don't have in their like they don't have like the knowledge to want to concise your work to be theirs, and then are you really one of the top artists out there? This is what I feel artists should like take into consideration. I'm not saying you should go out now and start creating works and just tossing it out there for people. I'm just saying you should create a piece that when people see, people love it, and it speaks to not just one person but a good number of people. A good number of people. Okay, I'm going to use allow me to say a Jack Butcher. A Jack Butcher has put out some really lovely piece in the last year, and they were it's something like if you see you actually resonate to it. The Opepen, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I think that's what's called the Opepen. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is something that when you see you want to purchase one of it, and this is how art speaks to people. And this now when we're in 2024, but when we look back 2023, we can see that there's a striking resemblance of the Opepen and 2023, and that's what we want to understand art is, so we can be able to look back and refer to it and say, oh, this was what happened when in this timeline, this was what happened then. This was what happened then. So it's something that we should protrude in our life and understand. So that's it. That's it. And art is something that the more we live, the more we create. We can't stop it. We can't stop it. There are beautiful works that we are gonna see in days to come, and whether you like it or not, whether you think, oh, this guy is small time, this guy is big time, this guy pays $1 million for his studio, and this guy is paying just $10 for his studio, and that don't contribute to what a beautiful artwork or what an art piece that is going to be massive hit is going to look like. There are so many people that have been featured in the New York Billboard, and they're all shining, they're sparkling, they're futuristic artists. But then again, there are some small times that you've not even seen or heard of, but when they show you what they have, and you're like, wow, oh, so you exist. And this is something we should protrude in our life, because some of the artists that, like the cavemen that were drawing on the walls, we don't even know their names. You can't say, oh, this for a fact that Mutumbu drew this. Come on. You don't know their name, but these are some of the things that happened in time past. And we are looking in the future now and we're remembering them. So that's just what I'm going to leave on quote, like end quote, for the artistic future and or where it's headed. And now for the culture of the world, like what I understand that culture is like a way of life, our experience in time, our names, down to our DNA. You get down to our DNA. What's running through your veins? What do you what message does your DNA hold? There's some places where we do background checks, and then we do background checks down to our ancestors, and they give you you're 2% black, 50% Caucasian, and all the rest, and all that stuff. That's culture. That's culture. But now I look at modern society. I'm gonna be frank with you. I don't think we protrude culture now. We don't really care about culture anymore. I'm gonna be frank with you. We don't really care about culture. There's nothing to be cultured about. I'm not gonna go into saying a relationship. I'm not a relationship specialist. Nah, I'm just gonna talk about culture, because if you don't have a culture, like you're just living. you can't tell me that something should drive you. Like if you don't have a culture, if you don't have something like to like, if you don't have like a mental that drives you, that keeps you that gives you that keeps you in check, like shows you this is who you really are. This is what you've done, like way past now. This is what has happened. Like I'm gonna say we'll go back way back to slavery and the rest and all the petroleum, the shooting, the killings and all that that's happened. Bro, it's in your DNA. It doesn't leave. It doesn't leave. That's why you still see the issues of all those stuff coming up, still repeating, talking about how it's happening currently in the modern society. This guy, this guy called me the N word and all that, and you pick a fence. You're angry for no reason. Sometimes you're just angry. Black on white crime, white on black crime, and all that. This is culture. This is culture, yeah, because is the big is the broad picture that people that we see, is what we see. It's like, oh yeah, oh you're taught to hate this guy. You don't even know the reason why you hate him, but you just hate him. If not like petrol it in your mind that, oh, why do I hate that guy? He's not done anything to me, but you are just centered on, oh, I don't like that guy. He's not done anything to you, but you don't like him. Just from the first onset. I'm just gonna ask in the 21st century, like if you're talking about culture, we've gone way past it now. We've interlocked ourselves, we've interweaved our souls. Like they are blacks, they are married to whites, and they are whites married to black. And I'm not going to speak in the sense of marriage, just in the sense of courtship and relationship and all that. We've interwoven our souls. So yeah, we've gone deep. So you come in to play the hate crime over and over again and keep it in circles. We're talking about it over and over again, and we're talking about it. It's like you just in one spot. They say history repeats itself, but it should not be repeating itself through you, brother. It should not be repeating itself through you. You can change things. So why are you making the same mistakes? Your grades, late people has made that mistake, and you're still making it. And if you let yourself go, the next person coming after is gonna make it. Now I'm not just saying to speaking to one particular person. I'm speaking to everybody. And from what I understand is, if you keep doing the same thing, you're not going to get a different result. So if we keep fighting amongst ourselves, discussing the same issues, not forgiving and forgetting about what has happened in time past, we're still going to get the same result. There's no two ways about it. There's nothing we're going to do that's going to change that. That what happened has happened. It's past now. You can look at it and move on. I was not there. It never happened to me. I can't tell you for a fact that, I was flogged, I was beaten. Nah. But I'm not in that mental space to keep my head in check and continue thinking on that. And to be honest, sometimes I've felt the weight of what racism is and all that, but I don't let it bother me, because I'm human, bro. Do you think I'm a nice person? I might be the worst person you see. You don't know that. I'm just saying, I'm human. So things irritate me, and probably, you're irritated, fine and good. I'm not here to stay with you. I'm not going to clap hands and hold you forever. We're living our lives, and we're going through the same process we're living. We're going through life the same way. We're going through life. We're just propelling. We're moving. Nothing's stopping anybody. In the 21st century, bro. You stop on your own accord, no offense. You stop on your own accord. And I know life is tough, life is hard, fact. It's not gonna be, it's hard, brother. It's hard, come on. I'm gonna toss it to the side because yes, it's fact. But you're not gonna say, oh, these other people have it easy. These other people have it easy. These other people have it easy. Now that's a weak mental. No offense, that's a weak mental. From my own standing, I'm not saying okay. I'm not protruding to you. I'm not saying about you. You can say whatever you want. It's your opinion. You allowed it. From my own standing, I'm gonna say, if you're still in that mental space and you're looking at other people instead of doing your own work to get ahead, you're just wasting time, brother. You're wasting time. I'm sorry if I'm I'm speaking and I'm saying brother. I meant to both sides, both, both genders, because that's what I believe in. I'm sorry. That is what I actually believe in. No offense to anybody. That's what I believe in. I believe there are two genders, and that's it. So that's what I believe. So that's how I'm putting it out. I'm saying, yeah, we shouldn't look past. We are past it. We are cultured people. We have I enjoy Western songs. The AC/DC. You see those hard rock guys like, and no offense, I'm not one to like. I've not gone. I will not say I've not won, but I've not gone to like places where I go. I'm partying, like I'm listening to this rock and roll songs. But yeah, there are songs that I enjoy. There are songs that I enjoy, and some of them, the way it sounds, is not something that I would play if I'm back home. It's not something I'll put that everybody will be listening and be dancing. They'll be like, what are you playing, man? What was this? So yeah, this is something that I've taken into like retrospect. Like I've looked at it in my own eyes, and I'm like, bro, we're way past that now. We're way past that. Civilization's way past that. It's way past that. We should not be looking back at what happened. Yeah, we should have a sense of we should have a sense of containment and I won't say containment. I would say we should have a sense of regression. We should not regress. We should we should make a better. We should clear a better path for ourselves. Yeah, we should clear a better path. Like meeting on even ground now is something that we've done. If it's not so, we will not be living amongst ourselves now. We've met on common ground and we forget about that. So if it's not so, we'll not be living amongst ourselves. I'm just saying. So this is something that I think as a civilization should be dead. It should. If you want to keep the trend going, it can go on for forever. It will go on forever because I don't think it's something we should continue looking into and beating ourselves over and over and over and over again. It's like trauma, and we're bringing it back, and we are saying we're fine with it. That oh yeah, it happened, bro. It has happened and passed, and we should not be dwelling on it way too much. I'm human and I feel pain too, but yeah, dwelling on pain is just making it even more painful. So that's about it for me. But moving on to civilization and societal qualms and all the social BS aside, and life for living, the music, we enjoy the same music. We love the same people. Like we are moving on now. We're going past that. We live the same lives. We work the same jobs. We're doing crazy. We're doing things together now. Like we're way past that now. So these societal issues are way past us now. We're moving ahead. I'd say we're moving ahead. I know, like it's not. I don't know the word. I don't know the phrase to use, but I know it's not like pitch perfect. It's not. I won't say it's perfect, but we're getting there, and that's something that I like about we that we're living now. We're getting there, so it's something that we should look into, and I don't think it's something that should be bothering us anymore. Fact, I don't think it's something that should be bothering us anymore. as time goes on, we're gonna get better with just the way we are and the things we're doing. So society is thriving. Thumbs up. Yeah, yeah, for you. Society is thriving, and uh, looking at it now, like modern day society. What's the first thought that come to mind? Like I'll never have thought. I will not say I'll never have thought, but I say in life as a whole, how much life as a whole. Sorry, life as a whole. How much people, how much people and society has changed. Now things are different. We do things on the fly. Like we do things like super quick, super fast. Like the industry has changed. Like people, the black, the white community, they're all interwoven. The Mexican, like there's so many things. Like the culture now is diverse. It's diverse. Like it's diverse. There's no one person. There's no one person that is this particular race now is toppling everybody. This particular race is doing this, is doing that. But I think we're a collective now, and we are one. If I say that, I think we're one because we all live in this one big ball. We live in one big ball. Despite we have geolocations and time zones that are changing, but we live in one big ball. And if that ball like collapse, there's nobody. Despite how much you love or you hate yourself, if that ball collapse, there's nobody. No, nothing remains. So there's some of societal factors that are in play, societal issues that are we've overcome, and we're moving up. So that's just for culture. That's just for culture. And I would say, okay, for me, I'd say I have a culture. I have a culture. Like we're big on culture. Black people are big on culture. The food we eat, the clothes we wear, and all that. We're big on culture. Now I want to understand: is this how it is for other I'd say other races, like other races? Is this how it is for other races? Have they, like, do they have a culture backing? Do they have a culture backing? Do they have things that they are doing that this is what they are known for? Like I would say for the Italians, probably is probably their pasta. The Scottish, probably their pipes. Uh, um, uh, so they're different. They're different races, different cultures. So I want to say, how has it contributed? How has it impact society? What has it changed? What has it made different? What has it made perfect? How have we adapt? How have we adapted through our entire existence? How have we made it one big one big perfect? I don't know how to like factor it, what to factor it into, but I think there's a way now that we've worked our way around it, and we're living. So what I'm saying is, um, do we as a society look back on our culture and allow it to drive us? Do our culture drive us still to this day? Because I know, I for one, I'll speak for myself. Like I pertain my culture into my daily life. I understand how to infuse it into my daily life, into work, into just in my entire existence. Culture is part of life. Yeah, it's something that, yeah, it's part of life. We are navigating through it, and we are living. So how would you say that your culture still affects you to this day? How would you say your culture still affects you to this day? Is it something that you still do? Have you tossed it to the side? Have you forgotten about it already? That it doesn't bother you anymore? Is it something that, oh yeah, that's for the old people now? It's not something I do, not anymore. Is it something that you still think about? Is it something that you still part through to your life? I'm just asking. I'm saying, yeah, that it should be something that you still, yeah, put in your life, because without culture, you're like a John Doe, I'd say, or a Jane Doe. If you're without culture, you're like a Jane Doe. You don't have like a like a code. You're just meh. I'll say you're just, because culture is like a back in society. Okay, I'll say, okay. I'm not from. I'll say for culture now. There's some places you don't you don't do certain things. You don't like you don't talk to people a certain way. You don't like you don't say certain things to people. You behave a certain way. You wear certain clothes. You do certain things. So this is culture, and this is the way like civilization is shaped. And I'm not saying some culture like is a perfect way of being. It's a perfect life. I'm not saying, oh, this is how it is. This is how it's supposed to be. This is what it's supposed to look like. Yeah. But I'm saying, yeah, you should have like a cultural identity, like something that should hold you, to keep you in check, like, to keep you like based. I don't want you to. I don't want it to seem like you have a identity crisis. Like there's no substance to to your living, because then when you don't have any substance to your living, that's when you start mental checking yourself, and thus you are you are you are you are prone to like suicidal thoughts and all the rest. But if you have like a cultural backing, you know what it is that your body like speaks to you and say, oh, do this, do that. This is who you are. This is what you can. This is what you like to do. This is how you are. This is how you should appear. This is what society should be expecting from you. This is what society should feel when you're around. This is what society should feel when you're around. So this in turn will let you understand, oh, this is me. Yeah, this is how I should portray myself every time I see myself. This is how I should hold myself to a standard. This is how I should be. This is how I should live my life. So this is something. And society, I know society, we are living in modern times, and society has changed so many things. And, but if you have like a structural backing in your culture, it's going to be hard. You are still going to like the same things you like, but you're going to bring it with you. You're going to bring it with you. To the 21st century, you're gonna bring it with you. Even if you were born in times like this, I'll speak for myself. When I was younger, I don't need to like be told sometimes what to do. I get like a mental check from my parents. They give you a mental check, just the way they look at you, and you have to respond. You must do something. That's mental check. He or she, either one of them don't have to say nothing. They just need to look at you a certain way, and then you have to like, oh, okay, I think I'm doing something wrong now. You check yourself, and that's how, like, you should cultivate that habit. Like, you should not go out like everything that happens now is always on display. Like somebody, you see something that you are not supposed to be in that space, but you stand there and you're recording, bro. No offense, I know you want to get the likes, the clicks, you want to be the first at the scene all the time, and that's good. Yeah, but you're no reporter. You're no reporter, brother. Sometimes you should get out of dodge. That's not where you should be. You should not be there, and you stand there and you're recording, and then something happens and you're oh. And now you're calling on people that don't know you to help you, but you were not supposed to be in that spot. You were not supposed to be there. It's the culture. The culture should let you know that, oh, I should not be here, because you've actually understood what it is. It should teach you how to behave. Nowadays, when you go out in the street, there's no offense, but there's no morals. Like people do whatever, fine and good, but they come to a certain place or to certain people that when you come close, you don't you just tell yourself that, oh, I'm not gonna behave a certain way like here, because then you're like, oh, this place people don't behave like that, and for a reason you mental check yourself and you don't just do anyhow. Like people, where I'm from, they'll say falafolo. You don't falafolo because it's necessary. You keep yourself in check. Nobody is going to check you. You check yourself, and that's something. But if you then you want people to check you, then when they check you, you just be mad in the end because nobody cares. So it's just facts. So we as a society should take into consideration keeping ourselves in accordance, understanding who we are, understanding how we should relate with ourselves. Nowadays, it's so easy to do some things. It's so easy to go all out and get angry for no reason, for the littlest of things. Meanwhile, your homeboy will actually spit in your face and insult you and call you a stupid person. Like I'll put that word, call you a stupid person, and you're all calm. But once you step out and somebody says something, you're all violent. You're already mashed up. You're already now. I'm not saying that person is right to insult you, but that person is not cultural. It's not cultural. It's not culturally sound. Like the person doesn't understand what it is to exist in this world. Like the person is just. But then you just lose it, and you've already caught a case just because you lose it for an insult that your friend will actually insult you, and then you'll be okay with. It's I'd say it's dumb. I'm sorry, but it is. Yeah, I know you have self-respect, but then it's not worth it to lose it to somebody that doesn't even know what respect is. So you see, there's a difference. There's a difference, yeah. You know what it is, but when you see somebody that is ignorant, no offense, there are people that are actually just flat out ignorant, and they think they know, but they don't, and that's fine. But you that know, you should not be controlling yourself or discussing with or making yourself available to somebody that is going to cause you to cause you to make mistakes or cause you to see yourself in the same position that person is. You just walk out of the conversation. There's no point in going all out or trying to prove a point. They say silence is the best answer. Sometimes that's true. I don't know it all, but I'm just saying sometimes the best thing to do is to just walk away. It's simple, but it's hard for some people, and that's because they're not culturally sound. And it's no biggie, but it's something you should know. It's something you should know. Apply it to your daily life, and it's necessary. So that's just facts, man. That's just facts. That's culture, and if you look at it now, I feel society we get better once we talk about things and air our own views. We get better with it. We get better. We roll in the mud. Discuss the hard facts. And we get better at it over time. We get better at it. We actually choose to take violence as a last resort. And I'm not saying you should not stand your ground or hold your own when time comes, but you should actually, there should be a sense of dialogue, and there should be a space for peace before then you go to war. Yeah, you should I'll sit and actually try to be amicable with you, and then if it's then I think that because you've done your due diligence to actually make that peace stick, but the person is actually hot-headed and it's it's gonna go down regardless of who you are. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So this is some of the societal trends and issues and cultural indifferences that we go through, cultural identity crisis, and this it keeps going. The circle never stops. And we're going because we're living in a world that the world's spinning, and as much as you think that you're right all the time, sometimes you're wrong. Sometimes you're wrong, and you just have to accept it. Yeah, it's just facts. It's just facts. And yeah, it's just facts. And if you can take into consideration that, oh yeah, I want to learn now. Oh yeah, I see, my bad, I'm going to learn from this. Then I think that makes you a better person, gives you a better version of yourself, like you've updated your version, and that's necessary. No offense, but it's necessary. And that's why you hit bumps on the way, but then you learn from the bumps you've been hitting, and then over time you're no longer hitting bumps, and you're like, wow, ooh, now it's a smooth road. No, you've been hitting your bumps way back then, and now you're in a plane where there's no bumps anymore, and you're like, oh, no bumps, but you've been hitting bumps, and you're not even taking it back out because you kept your cool all this time, and now you're no longer there's no you're just smooth sailing now, and that's how it is. If you take into consideration, look at your life, like you project where you want to be, what you want to do in 2, 3, 4 years, even in the next week. Like you projecting, you trying, you journaling, you writing it down, you're putting things to paper, and you're making moves. You would not want to spend your time discussing with somebody that that is that the that his sole aim rather is to like be a nuisance. You would not want to be in that space, and that's true. So that's what I'm gonna say for culture. Then I'm gonna go straight. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna say this. Culture is something that we should put in our daily lives, man. It's something that is necessary. It gives us a sense of direction, and we as humans, we need that. We need that. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna cut through because I wanna touch up on some gaming, because I've been a gamer all my life. I think most of my life, not all my life. I don't play as much anymore, but yeah, I use it to kill time. When I was younger, I started. I think I played the Nintendo DS. Yeah, Nintendo DS. Come on, man. Those are good times. Eh? I guess I'm nostalgic feeling, and I understand like the gaming industry has gone. It's gone vast now. Like we see games in 3D, VR headsets. Like back then when it was just a retro Game Boy Advance, the black and white. Come on, like I know my stuff. Like we do the black and white, we do the Game Boy Advance color, we do the Super Mario, we do Sega. We did Sega at one point, and Sega was fun. Come on. When you play Mortal Kombat in Sega, you're doing Dan Box Dan X, Dan Box Dan Combo, the combinations. Like those are good times that you had to remember combinations just to keep your hands fresh. Like you practice with like maybe a D pad. You practice with a pad like a what did we use to practice? I think I had like a spare pad I was using to practice at that point. But yeah, you keep your hand steady, you practice, and those are good times because those were the stuff that like mental check you and keep your brain functioning at like to some degree super fast. Yeah, because you're constantly protruding ways to like break this this phase, or to crack this stage, something to solve, like you're trying to get better. Yeah, yeah. And you see all those things, like is the way, like you adapt to it. Like the more you go back, the more you put in work, the more you play it, the better you get. So it's something that I've done over time. It's a culture that is beautiful. And yeah, like I'd say when I was playing, okay, I don't want to make this about me. I'm gonna say the gaming industry right now has changed. Um, oof, I'm tapped out. Okay, okay, okay. But okay, the gaming industry is something that as a child, I feel is something that has helped me. That helped me rather. It helped me. It helped me understand how to like make a job easier for me. Like I need a way to like make it easier. I play video games and I think. So like when you play video games and you go in, yeah, you go in, you think, and at that point you like crack the code for that problem, and you make your solutions found, and it's easy. It makes it easy. I promise you. Like I actually sit down and I watch streams, and I'm not joking. I watch streams, people streaming. I watch how they counter. I watch what they do, and from it, and I'm like, oh yeah, oh okay. And to some degree, it actually opens my mind to solving a particular question. And I don't know what the analytics is saying concerning that factor, but I use myself like an experiment. I use myself for any experiment I want to do. I use myself for it. So yeah, and when I go into it, how I break that puzzle, how I solve that puzzle is by actually going deep, thinking about it, thinking about the solution to it, and then getting the solution, getting it done. So I feel video games is something that we should cultivate in our everyday life, to be honest, because I see youngies play it, I see millennials play it, I see even oldies play it. Yeah, because it never gets old. No offense, it never gets old. It never gets old. The more you there's something for you. If you're like, I'm gonna tell you for a fact, if you're a gamer, there's something for you to play. You don't make excuses. Don't make excuses. Except you just saying, oh nah, down to Sugar Rush. Is it Sugar Rush? I think it's Sugar Rush. Yeah, you play Sugar Rush or you play Cut the Rope, and all those incentive, hit the can, like all those little incentives that keep you in the gaming space, to help you expand broaden your horizon and your thoughts, like open your mental cognition for you to be able to think, to dream, I would say. Like yeah, because you need to open the mental space. You dream, you think, you be able to create out of nothing something. You create out of nothing something, because your mind is filled with so many vast knowledge that it should be your mind filled with so much knowledge that it should be a sponge. Like you should leave it out here on earth before you die, and you're no more. Yeah, your mind has so much. Yeah, and if you look into it, like if you like take out time to sit and check check what has or sit and think about things that have gone on in the entire existence of life, you see that video game plays a particular role in in our everyday life. Like looking back, like when we're just evolving, I'd say, like we're playing like the board games. We had to play board games to keep our mind fresh. So there will be no recline. Now we have social media. We have so much social that we don't like we don't our mind's always occupied with what we've seen online and all that. But before, back then, when we're still evolving, when video games came out, when the Tetris came out, when the ping pong came out, those times we need it for cognitive reasoning, and we were using it to decipher and break codes. And now we've gone past that stage where we are more intellectual now. We vast we vast civilization now. We know way more than we knew back then, and still we need it in our day to day life. Because yeah, there are people that are just coming up, like the youngest now. They're coming up. Yeah, they're gonna listen. They're gonna play video games. It's something that's gonna be part of them. Like there are people they are they are breaking records. They are breaking records now. Just breaking records because yes, they've been on it, and this is life. This is life. This is how it's gonna be. There's gonna be somebody that's gonna come up and gonna break that same record that has just been broken here, because it's life. We're growing, we're evolving, we're changing things. It's necessary. We're humans. There's no two ways about it. This is how we evolve. We need things changing constantly. It's a constant key for us. And even the invention of formulas and theories, all this come from a mental space, and that mental space needs to be opened and not polluted by the media. To be honest, sometimes when you scroll to some degree. I am guilty of it too, but to some degree, your mental is just filled with so many things that you don't need. And then when you are trying to work, you need to clear your headspace just to get work done. But they say we use 5% or 1% of our brain. What's the remaining 99 doing? Like, what do we use the remaining 99 for? And this is something that we should ask ourselves. Like we have a brain that retains so much information. Just by seeing people, by what we see, our brains retain so much information. Everybody that you've seen with your eyes, the brain retains that information. You don't know where it is, but I think it's still in the brain. And all those information that was retained, at some point it needs to be used. It needs to be expunged. Like you need to. You can't ask me. You can't ask me like what I've done when I was maybe in preschool, and expect me to remember every little detail. But you can ask me some some combinations on games that I played back then. Like even had to play a free kick in FIFA. Like I can actually still do a good job. I've not played in a while, but this is some of the mental reasoning, the deduction of our brain to help us like navigate theories and break codes and all that. The head is the brain is something something that needs constant interpretation of formulas. If you give it something to do every time, it gives you something beautiful in return. But if you just let it lie dormant, or you give it you feed it inorganic, like you feed it inorganic files and something that it just for the now, then it just gives you back what you've given it, and you see yourself like you're left just you're left empty. I'm sorry, but I think that's how you feel to some degree. And I'm not saying this to say that social media is all bad now, but you need to like cultivate the habit of what watching what you eat or what you take into into your body, what you taking into your mental space. Because as much as you like to say, oh, it doesn't matter, I'm just watching it for now, I'll probably be done in it. But then again, you're taking so much time and you're watching, you keep at it for a very long time, and then before you know, you've lost it. You've lost that space. You've lost that that time. You can't get it back. You can't. And it's not losing it as the issue now. It's it not like not helping you achieve anything in the end. Like you should consume content in efforts to help you grow your knowledge, or to help you be a better version of yourself in the end. And not, don't just consume content because, yeah, oh, it's content, I want this now. You should consume for as a utility. Consume as a utility, yeah. Consume because, yes, it's good. I watch movies because I enjoy them, yeah. And but to some degree, I watch, like, if you watch Oppenheimer now, I'm just gonna put Oppenheimer up there because I've not watched it, but just for the mere intro, for the mere description I read of concerning, I'm like, oh, okay, if I watch this, I'm actually gonna gain from it. It's gonna be something that, oh, I'm gonna understand what happened as in the creation of this. So other all that um all that information that you actually collect, it should be something that you are gonna use. You don't just collect information and then it's whatever. Nah, because the phones you use, the tech you use, whatever tech it is, it collects information on you, and it uses those information well. Whether you like it or not, it uses it well for you. Sometimes they use it to, like, help you, like, keep you engaged, keep you working, keep you doing something. And most of the tech we have now, kudos to developers now, because they're actually taking considerations like to help you, to help the app or the tech you're using help you. And this is something that you don't regularly see when there was when creation of tech and all this started. Like, people never really studied as to how best it would be able to, like, pertain to human life. But now, as we're going now, they are like, oh, we actually need to, like, concise it in such a way that is a useful tool for that consumer. And this is necessary because, as much as humans like to think that they actually use something for, I would say, even myself, as much as we like to say we use it to we use it well, sometimes we are not using it to the best of to the best utility it has. Like, so then the tech that tends to, like, help you use it to his fruition. So this is something that has grown over the years, and is something that is pertained to our daily life now, and it's just making things better for us. And this is something that, yes, we want to see more of. And I understand that as we grow now, as we're making, as we're developing and changing things, that things are gonna stay. Well, things are still evolving, and things are gonna change over and over and over again. And this is what we want to see, though. This is what we want to see. So, yeah, I'll say these are video games. Yeah, video games, bro. Gaming industry is something that should be looked at and should not be frowned upon on people, because they actually keeps your mental checking in rotation, or how would I put it, like it keeps your mental revolving. Like, it doesn't let you, like, die off. Like, it doesn't. I'm sorry, but that's not how I want to say it, but it doesn't, like, let you just be regular. It like help you. He opens your reasoning. It lets you think outside the box. Like people that want to, if you say the people that want to employ you actually have enough people that think within their space. Now they want you to think outside their space, whether it's just mere bookkeeping and all that, but they just want to think outside the box. We have enough people in the box, and I'm not trying to say, oh, they don't have, like, they don't know what they're doing and all that, but we have enough people inside the box that we want people outside it, just in case of emergencies, because we need to know what's happening around us, and that's necessary. So I'm just gonna say, playing games it helps keeps you ahead. It helps keeps you in a better shape, like in your mental deduction. I'm gonna tell you that it keeps you in a better state in your mental deduction. It helps you make better or maybe quicker decisions, and it's just it's fun. That there's that too, because I feel if you're doing something and you're not actually enjoying what you're doing, then there's no point in doing it. I'll just say that if you're doing something and you're not enjoying what you're doing, don't do that. If you're doing it and you're enjoying it, then I think it's a positive, it's positive influence on you. And I'm not saying that for all the other stuff. I know you know what I mean. I'm not saying it for all the negative stuff. I'm just saying if you're doing something and you're doing it right and you're enjoying what you're doing and it's something that is good, that is pertaining to human life, I think you should keep doing it. And playing games that will let you think outside the box or let you deduce questions in a different way is something that you should continue doing. So that's my take on this, and I want to say thank you again for taking out time to listen. Thank you for hearing my views, my thoughts, and see you on the next one.